Success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal or ideal. This is a quote from Earl Nightingale. This means that anyone who's on course towards the fulfillment of a goal or ideal is successful. Now, success does not lie in the achievement of the goal, it lies in the journey towards the goal. We're successful as long as we're working towards something we want to bring about in our lives. My goal is to equip you with the knowledge to beat the Applicant Tracking System, which is a software that most companies are using to scan your resume and pick the right candidate for the job. I want to help you beat the ATS. Today we're going to cover all things ATS, such as what it is, how it works, key components of ATS software, who utilizes it, and lastly, how job applicants can beat the ATS. Thank you for joining me. Hello everyone. My name is Candace Harvey Lee, and I'm a professional resume writer. I started writing resumes for family and friends in 2018. After having much success, I started branching out into the larger community on Upwork and had even more success. In 2020, I started my own resume writing business through launching my website, CHLRWS.com, and networking through LinkedIn. Since then, I have helped countless individuals land job interviews, job offers, pay increases. I post success stories, recommendations, and thank yous on all my socials. Now, I am working with multiple training academies, fellowships, and recruitment firms to help others attain career success by providing resume and career consulting services. Now, let's get started. So what is the applicant tracking system? Well, most recruiters and employers no longer sort through stacks of resumes. They utilize an ATS to maintain organization and efficiency. ATS software helps hiring managers identify, organize, and navigate large numbers of job applicants, sometimes in the hundreds. It is utilized by recruiters to track potential candidates throughout the hiring process to include finding, hiring, and retaining the best candidates. So how does the applicant tracking system work? There are 4 basic steps to how an ATS works. First, a job requisition enters into the ATS. This requisition includes information about the position, such as the job title, desired skills, and required experience and education. Think of it as a job request or a job order. It is an official order for a position. Then the ATS uses this information to create a profile for the ideal candidate. Next, as applicants submit their resumes, the ATS analyzes, sorts, and ranks them based on how well they match the ideal candidate profile. And lastly, hiring managers quickly identify the most qualified candidates for that pool and move them forward in the hiring process. So as you can see, hiring managers do not see every single resume submitted. They only see the top candidates that beat the ATS. Now let's get into the key features of the ATS software. As mentioned earlier, ATS software is designed to automatically highlight desired candidates for recruiters during the hiring process. Additionally, ATS software extracts data from resumes. This includes candidates' contact information, work history, and education background and skills. Candidate sourcing is also a big one. This allows job recruiters to search, identify, and contact potential job applicants for open positions. In advanced analytics and reporting allows recruiters to generate detailed reports, hiring trends, and other data related to demographics. This information is used to make informed hiring decisions. Other key features of the ATS, just off the top of my head, are multi-channel candidate sourcing, and also some ATSs have CRM built in. Multi-channel candidate sourcing allows recruiters to search for potential candidates using multiple channels, including job boards, social media, and employee referrals. CRM is a customer relationship management tool that can be built into the ATS software. So who uses the ATS? 99% of Fortune 500 companies, 66% of large companies, and 35% of small businesses. This sums it up. The ATS is utilized by most companies, corporations to make the hiring process streamlined. Even the federal government uses an ATS. According to a recent USA Jobs article, an automated application review process includes all the required areas of the applicant's eligibility and qualifications for the job. Companies use ATS because it allows for easier communication among hiring managers, faster applicant screening, increased candidate engagement, and better overview of applications. So how do you beat the ATS? Job applicants equipped with the knowledge to beat the ATS have an advantage over the rest of the applicant field. Here are some tips to get your resume onto hiring managers and recruiters' desks. Tip 1. Carefully tailor your resume to the job description every single time you apply. This means aligning your experience with the job post. This is highlighting skills and responsibilities from the job description into your resume. Tip 2. Optimize for ATS search and ranking algorithms by matching your resume keywords to the job description. This means that you should use the same language from the job description in your resume. For example, if technical is written 7 times in the job description, then it may be a good idea to have it in your resume as well. Tip 3. Use both the long form and acronym version of keywords for maximum searchability. State the long form once the first time it's used with the acronym. Every time afterwards, you can use the acronym alone. Tip 4. Use a reverse chronological resume format. This is where your latest job is listed first. This allows the ATS to do its job and scan your resume without rejecting it. The reverse chronological resume format is the most popular and used resume format out there. Tip 5. Use a traditional resume font like Times New Roman and Arial are the most reliable for getting past the ATS. Now, let's take some questions. Tom from Boston, Massachusetts asks, what keywords does the applicant tracking system look for? Well, Tom, to answer your question, the ATS will quickly read a resume to find the words and phrases related to the specific requirements of a job posting. For example, a budget analyst job posting keywords may consist of budget, project management, customer service, metrics. This is just to give you an example. Next question comes from Olivia from Phoenix, Arizona. She asks, what is the difference between customer relationship management and applicant tracking system software? That's a good question, Olivia. CRM software and ATS software both help recruiters in sourcing, attracting, and recruiting the top talents out there. But these two tools do differ in many ways. For starters, CRM is a technology that is used for managing and maintaining long-term relationships with people who are in the pre-applicant stage of their candidate journey. It is designed to strengthen the relationship between potential candidates and recruiters. Recruiters use these candidates for future job openings, whereas the ATS is streamlined the entire hiring process from the beginning to the end. It organizes information about the candidates, it tracks the candidates, it schedules meetings, does notification alerts, and automatic messages to the candidates. So the last question comes from Gregory from Annapolis, Maryland. He asks, how do I know if an online job application is supported by ATS software? Thank you for that question, Gregory. That's a good one. Often, if your application is redirected to another site, your job application is being submitted into an ATS. Also, you can look at the URL and you will see the name of the ATS program at the beginning of the website domain. So that's all the time we have for questions. Thank you so much, everyone, for those questions. Thank you for attending this web event. If you haven't done so already, click the like, subscribe, and follow for more original content. CHLRWS is an industry leader at writing resumes that beat the ATS. If you need any support, do not hesitate to contact us.